What's going on, guys? Do you guys want to stain your products and your woodworking projects in half the time or even a third of the time and still come out with a good finish? Well, stick around because I'm going to be showing you guys what you guys need, what kind of spray gun you guys need for your stain, and we're going to make that happen today, guys. So stick around. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Let's get it. And this is the gun that we're actually going to be using today. And then you could get a semi-transparent. Basically, the transparency means if you want to see the wood grain or not. Check it out. Super thin, so it's already ready to spray, already ready to go. No water needed to add. All right, guys, so I had a custom order that I had to build for one of my customers on Facebook Marketplace. They went ahead and ordered 6 planters. I got 4 of the same ones and then 2 more shorter ones. I'm gonna show you guys what they look like right here. So right here, I got a 40-inch by 10-inch wide, 11-inch wide planter. That these are going on top of a rock wall is what she mentioned. So these are kind of small, pretty compact. They're going to be lined up on a wall. But she also requested that I have them stained for her. She also requested that I only stain the outside because she will be growing food on the inside, which is a big pointer for your customers because if they're going to be growing food, a lot of people are a little bit picky about stain or sealant being on the inside of the planter and contaminating their food in their soil. So go ahead and make sure that you guys ask your customers before that, or if you're doing this for yourself, just keep that in mind, guys. So this is the bigger one. I got 4 of these guys right here. And then I got 2 more of these small guys right here, which are 34 inches, almost 3 feet long by the same width. They will be going all on the same wall. She just needed 2 of them a little bit shorter. So I got 2 of these guys right here, the shorter ones. And then I got 4 of these long ones right here. But nonetheless, let's get started. Let's get to staining. All right, so I know a bunch of you guys follow me on Instagram, and I'm not sure if you guys saw the video where I stained a similar set of planters in this darker brown color. If you guys didn't see that video, go ahead and check that out on my Instagram. It's where I actually first introduced this stain gun, and this is the gun that we're actually going to be using today in this video for the staining. And it's going to be a Wagner 150 control stainer, and it's 4 stain, guys, okay? This thing is great. It gives you a great finish. I've used it a couple times already, and it's only about $79 or $69, something like that. Super affordable. It gets the job done. It gets the job done quick, and it gets it done very beautifully. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox this. So as you can see right here, it mentions it's best for large exterior, for fine finish, small room, a small exterior project, medium exterior, large interior. You know, this thing is faster than a brush, so it's super good. All right, guys. And then as far as stain, got a 2-in-1 stain and seal. This is actually the stain that I used on that other set. I showed the customer a sample of this color and she really liked it. So she wanted to go with this. So that's a big win for me because I already had this and I'm obviously charging her to stain. Let's get the gun cracked open. Show you guys how to set this thing up. So when you get the gun is gonna come in 2 pieces. It comes with the actual motor. And then it comes with the nozzle and the tank. And it's a little bit dirty because I've already used it. And then also, guys, a quick note. This is a stain gun, so most of the stains that you get don't have to be thinned at all. Most of the stains should be coming real thin. This stain right here is actually customized. So if you go to Home Depot, they have a little booklet with the colors that you can choose, and then you choose a transparency. So I didn't even know that, guys. You guys want to get like a custom color? You go down to Home Depot. At the paint section, they show you a booklet with all the colors in it, and then you could get a semi-transparent. Basically, the transparency means if you want to see the wood grain or not. So I got semi-transparent, which is a little bit transparent. You can still see the grain of the wood, which makes it look great. And then if you do no transparency, that's just basically a paint, which is just a solid color. And if you go super transparent, it's like you see the wood grain a lot. But it's all preference, guys. All right. And this costed me about $50 or so. And I made a great amount of money on it already. And I think I still will have a little bit more left over once I'm done with this project. So the staining is a great way to upcharge. It's a great way to make an extra couple bucks, and it's a lot of fun and it's quick and easy, guys. And the this bear stain, it's dry to the touch within like an hour or so. So really all you have to do is just put on about 2 coats and you're ready to go, and it's ready to deliver.
Put that nice brown color back up in there.
And I'm gonna show you guys how this stuff comes. It's already really thin. Check it out. Super thin. So it's already ready to spray, already ready to go. No water needed to add.
Like to make a little spout for it to come out of. I'm going to be filling this all the way up to the top because I probably will be using a good amount. Alright, just like that.
This thing keeps everything nice and clean. Alright, and once you guys got all your stain poured into your tank, you're going to want to go ahead and grab your nozzle. And notice that this thing is, the little catcher is pointed to the front, because if I'm spraying downwards, it's still collecting everything that puddles up down here. And now you could change this. You could make it go back, whatever you want, but you always got to keep in mind where it's at. So I like to keep it in the front because I'm always pointing down. Throw this bad boy on there. Screw them on tight. And by the way, guys, Wagner is not a sponsor in any way, shape, or form of this video. I'm just solely showing you guys what I use and what works for me. So if you guys dig it, go ahead and holler at me in the comments below. Once you guys got your tank all ready to go, there's a little arrow right here on the tank, and then there's an arrow right here on this back part of the nozzle. You're gonna line them on up, and then screw it on up, and it locks with this guy right here. Boom, just like that, guys. All right, so now that I got this set up, let me set up my my moving blankets. That's another big thing, guys. If you guys want to stain, moving blankets are a great form of a drop cloth because they're a little bit thicker than actual drop cloth. So I recommend the moving blankets. You get some for cheap. You get a couple of them at Harbor Freight. It dries right up in the cloth, and you could reuse it again. You always want to make sure that your area that you're staining or spraying in is well ventilated. Put on that mask or a respirator. I should get a respirator is what I really need for my shop. But I got the N95, so I'll be opening up the garage a little bit. I don't like to open it too crazy because it gets windy around here, and I don't like when too much wind gets in here because it just makes particles fly everywhere. So I'm gonna try to keep the ventilation controlled. I don't want it too crazy, but it's definitely important. So let's get it. All right, guys, we're just about ready to start staining, but I wanted to show you guys another cool feature that this gun has. Right now, as you can see, these air shooter things are vertical. So that's gonna make me spray horizontal. So it really just depends how you're spraying, what you're spraying. But I usually always keep it like this, but if you're gonna need to spray it horizontally or vertically, whatever, you go ahead and change this. And the way that you do that is loosen up this yellow thing, and then you could just turn this, and now I'll be shooting vertical. So it's kind of the opposite. So if you have this thing set horizontally, it'll shoot vertically, it'll shoot the spray vertically, and if you have it vertically, it's gonna shoot horizontal. So I always just shoot horizontally, keep it that way. And then you also got an adjuster right here for how much material you want to come out. So you kind of want to play with this. You want to keep it pretty low just because we are staining, and I don't wipe off the excess stain. I let it sit. So I try to spray it nice and light, and then I'll go 2 coats with that. So right here on this first planter, I had the spout set too strong, and it was shooting too much stain, and it was shooting really heavy. So I would really recommend you guys going ahead and grabbing a scrap piece of wood and practicing and seeing how the gun is shooting so that you can get it right. But also, I got a link to the Wagner 150 control stain gun down in the description below. It's in an Amazon link. So go ahead and grab that, guys. I believe it's about $69 or $79. Very, very affordable. So go ahead and grab you that. Check out the link below. Thanks. You just finished the first coat. I'm gonna have to come back and hit all the light spots that I kind of missed. I went kind of light on this one. I know that first one was kind of heavy. I had the spout set for to shoot too much material, but I went ahead and lightened that down, and I shot a light coat on each planter. I'm gonna show you guys real quick. One thing that I like to do in between my coats is I like to try to make sure that my nozzle doesn't dry up, and then when I spray again, it's shooting all retarded because it's all dried up. So what I'll do is I'll throw a paper towel on there, crack the tank off, crack the nozzle off, get a Ziploc bag, and I just throw it in there just while I'm here waiting for that first coat to dry. And then when I come back, boom, we're gonna hit it again. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, and after this last coat, I'm gonna wait about an hour, hour and a half, and then I'm gonna set them on outside and let them dry for the rest of the day and overnight. For cleanup, it's real easy, simple. One big tip for this, I would recommend only using water-based seals and stains because it's just quicker and easier to clean it out with water and soap. Right here, I got a fresh bucket of water. So what I'll just do is I'll go ahead and undo the tank, drop it in the water, let that sit for a second, let that soak it on up. You could also take the nozzle off and throw it in the water as well. Nothing's gonna happen to it. You just leave this out, don't let that get wet, and you're good to go. You drop this whole thing in there, take off this little straw, hit it with the little brush that this kit comes with. Hit it with this guy. So right now I just got pure water. I'm gonna just kind of try to scrub everything off, and then I'm gonna refill this with some soapy water, some fresh soapy water, all right? So hit this guy right here. The kit comes with this right here, so it makes it real easy to clean. Second, scrub that with my hand. And then the nozzle pieces also come off, guys. So you could undo this guy right here and take off the actual nozzle. Clean this out right here. It gets dried up. I believe I got most of the contents off. I'm gonna go ahead and get some fresh water with some soap in it. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, so I got all the stuffs in there. I threw in some, some Dawn soap, squeezed it in there, mixed it all up, got it all nice and soapy, letting it sit there for a couple seconds, and I'm gonna try to scrub everything else off.
Try to hit that tank.
All rinsed off and filled up with water. Go ahead and put this all back together. All right, let's go spray this whole tank of water.
Just like this. Just like that.
Okay, so I waited overnight, let these guys dry outside, and the finish came out absolutely perfect. And one of the things that is a real big pointer about staining by spraying these is that I do not sand these, so there is not actually a smooth surface on this. It still does have the rough surface on it. And that's the beautiful thing about spraying, because you don't have to worry about, some of this wood being all uneven and you got to poke your brush in there and try to get that stain in there. You don't have that problem at all with spraying, which is why I love it. And it comes out absolutely perfect, guys. Check it out. Comes out nice and even. Customer should be happy. I'm digging the results. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.